to a close punch situation, or even a situation where Silence peeking them from behind. He doesn't get a frag, but his teammates do.
Yeah, Toy and Streber able to counter that aggression pretty well here from Luminosity. So this did not start out how Luminosity was hoping, I am sure. As Fallen does still have that omp, though, still playing inside the washroom here with it, just looking to see what he's going to find, as that bomb is positioned at the upper park, so he's not going to have really any vision on that. But they begin to transition back towards bathrooms, and he is pushed up. Also, Steel is on literally the biggest flank in Counter-Strike right now. This is coming all the way through Long B, and now going to be coming behind them at Fountain, but he's quite slow, but it's okay because Fallen's already gotten the bomb down, looking for a second kill here in just a second onto Justin, it appears, and he'll find it.
Man.
Meanwhile, the flank is still in effect here. Does get an assist, but Bolts will find the last 2 frags, and now Luminosity up 4-0.
Good work from Bolts and Coldzera there, but Fallen just continues to be a force for all these teams. It feels like every one of Fallen's frags is an impact frag. I don't even know how that's possible. Just finding the bomb, opening frags. He's all over the place with the non-garbage time. Like, none of them are... I mean, he gets them occasionally, but it seems like just the vast majority aren't those, like, saving, exit frags or anything like that. He's constantly putting himself in tough spots and rising up to the challenge.
Right, and here we do see Method on a stage just trying to go for a quick B yet again, but Steel cutting them off there with the AK. That's 3 kills from him already. As Streber will come up the smoke, so maybe this one's going to get delivered to Bolts. It will. And so it's just toying out with the Tech 9, and I mean, he doesn't really have much to hope for here. The LMS. He's been LMS a lot, actually.
Yeah, I wonder if it's one of those things. Sometimes it kind of just happens. I don't know. If you play enough, eventually you find yourself in a position where, hey.
I feel like I did see him on Dust 2 kind of playing alert position a lot, so that would make sense if the main attack fails and he's on the other side of the map. So definitely not taking shots or anything like that, but it's just tough whenever you get stuck in a 1v5. There's not going to be much you can do, and Luminosity will go up 5-0, but Method will be back to buying now, so we'll see if they can come up with something better now that they have guns again.
So basically what we're saying is that Toy is a baiter, and that's the only reason why he frags. Is that a fair summation? I don't think so. If you're not going to respond, I don't think that's a fair summation for you. We're just...
I'm just letting the bus fall, man.
Just taking that one.
Yeah, I just do that sometimes. I just let the bus fall where it may.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's just you gotta play it where it lies. But Ely finding an opening frag, I think for the first time for his team here thus far, as Fallen actually gets dinked through some walls. Streber eventually the player to clean it up. Ely getting a ton of damage in early.
Yeah, and they also catch Cold's flank like dead in its tracks. Toy on the lurk there, finding it, so that was a big kill to find, on top of course the opening 2 frags, but Cold really might have had a shot at destroying this round with the flank, and it was good to catch it. Now it's all on Bolts and Fur down as well, so Method might get themselves a super clean round here. In fact, they will. Bolts is just looking to save the op at this point for next round, which, I mean, money is totally fine for Luminosity, so it's not even really a big deal, but it still saves the money of not having to purchase the op again if he can hold on to this one.
It definitely would be a nice gun to hold on to. Still looking for frags. Able to find one onto Justin. Now peeking heaven, looking for Ely, really the star player of the round for Method. Bolts will get taken down by Streber, hugging the wall really close to him, not able to be seen. That's the first round of the game for Method, and as I was saying, off the back of Ely. Got the opening frag, and then like double dinked Fallen through walls and hitting shots that really I've only seen on highlights of JW or Olaf's stream.
So Method going to be back to buying here. Sant is going to have the op again. Second time this half he'll have it. AKs across the board for everyone else, and we'll see them just play out pretty default here, though a lot more presence over towards the B side of the map now. And they did have Justin go really fast in the construction, so it seems like they are staging up, in fact, for some type of B split. Steel and Bolts will be here. Cold, I don't know what's going on with him. Looks like he will start making the rotation now, though. So Method just looks like they're going to set up some set smokes at B, from what I can tell, and just go for it.
I guess they have had their success at B, so why not try to recreate it? But they did also get that initial pistol round bomb plant over at A, so they have shown some interest and ability at A.
And we see Ely lining up some type of smoke here, not sure which one he's looking for. Maybe the cat smoke there. to block off vision, as you can throw nades through these rails. So smokes and flashes will go out. They will begin to pour into the B-bomb site here. Steel and Bolt still holding on pretty well while they wait for the rotate to come in. Bolt's gotten 2 incendiary frags. I'm not sure if Method players just got lost in that or what, but that's 2 really big kills just off the fire alone, as Ely will chase after Steel inside water. He will find the kill, but Bolt's with a third. 2 from fire and 1 from his rifle, and then Fur will finish it out there with the flank up, construction. So 6-1 for Luminosity, resetting Method's money. But Method still, I guess they could force something here, but I think they're just going to go on Tech 9s.
Yeah, I think they may go Tech 9, maybe some armor on some of their richer players, and they will be forced to save once here, but I don't think they're going to have to go down the double save route, especially with Toy sitting at $5,700, even Justin at $37. Pretty cheap to be a terrorist these days, so I think they should be able to make it through. Either way, though, they did have their economy reset. That's not a comfortable position to be in, as for trades himself out with a nade.
Yeah, Luminosity is getting aggressive here on the fountain as well as in stairs, and they've been able to find pretty much all the kills so far except for 1. Toy left alone again here. Will get caught by Cold, no problem. That's 7-1 now for Luminosity, as Method having a tough time here on their pick on this T side. But they do get the full buy up again. Let's see what they can do with it. So far, all we've really seen is just like some heavy set B stuff, to be honest. Maybe a couple of slower rounds towards A. So I'm curious to see if they're going to try something a little bit different this time around.
Yeah, their ability to catch a player off guard in short B sewed up that round. Was that round 6, the one that they did win early for Method. And since then, they just haven't been able, and even before then, they haven't really had great success fragging. And this long aggression actually now paying off for Luminosity. We saw it backfire for them earlier on where they got picked apart because of it, but worked out this time. Got 2 frags for it.
Yeah, Fur and Cold, kind of the 2 entry fraggers on the team on the terrorist side, taking the charge to push along A. And they get a 2-for-1 trade, so they come up a man ahead. That certainly take that all day long if you're a CT early in rounds like that. The bomb is still going to be down here, but within reach of everyone from Method. They're just still really cautious. They know the aggression was there initially, so they're looking to see if it still is or if people have fallen back. I don't know why Slime's
doing the opposite of.
I don't know what's going on. I think he just wants to bring both guns with him so he can switch back to the op later, but Fur catches him with no problem there. So just Ely and Justin left. As it kind of, I mean, it just gave away his position. I know he wants to move the op forward, but just toss it to yourself later.
The risk reward there just didn't seem right.
Yeah, I don't know. That was certainly odd, but now Ely left all alone here with this 22 ticks left on the clock. Bomb is down. He's trying to make his way back over towards it, but a smoke has been thrown down. He's just looking around the edges, looking to see if anyone has pressed through. Not going to be the case, but at this point, he doesn't have really much time to do anything at all. So we'll just try to hang out here in the playground. Awkwardly, I don't know if a playground's really where adults and full decked out, camo and guns really should be. It's more of like a place for happy little children. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, not here, not this playground. I guess Ely able to save that opportunity.
What if you could just swing? What if you could like do an animation?
Just
where you
hop
got
in.
On the swing save.
It's
like we got new ladder animations. Why can't we get new swing set animations?
What was that map back in? I mean, I'm sure it predates Source, but I played Source. It had the basketball court right out of spawn. Fire, yeah, Fire. That was cool. Let's bring back esports, the second layer. Man, could you imagine if we had a competitive, like, Fire basketball tournament? Do you know how many layers of esports deep we are at that point?
Pretty deep, man. And what if you had a commentator in game that commentated the basketball game? That
we would need a cameraman too.
Anyway, Method is going to be on the save here. They have picked up an op from Fallen, and that gives them 2 ops now. But Bolt's inside on the stairs, able to get the pick here. Still a man down, though, is Luminosity, as Method have not committed this bomb to anything just yet. In fact, it's sitting outside B this entire time while they put a lot of presence with 3 players over on A. Cold still here. It's going to spot Ely. Still one more player lower parking. Will pop flashes the way out. Does spot that player, but doesn't get the kill. Meanwhile, the bomb is about to make its way to the B-bomb site. Steel is in the area, but he's not really able to contest anything just yet. Meanwhile, Justin has backed off the stairs. Cold still hasn't rotated yet. Finally is beginning to make his way over. And Method, they might be able to just get this one. I mean, we'll see if Steel and Cold can retake here, but they are at a disadvantage, but that's quickly evened up by Steel there as he will chase into construction. Does find Justin. There's one at the same edge. He jumps and spots him, though. What awareness from Steel to check that with the hop.
Yeah, that was absolutely crazy. No,
Here's your
really.
chance.
Oh, for the defuse, he shot his spider web at the bomb, and I really only have that one spider joke. That's all I got. You said you had a bunch. I don't know how you did that. But
I was gonna do like a, you know, spider kit. Does whatever
a spider kit. That's good. That's good. I wish I had thought of that, but next time, spider kit.
Apparently, my swipe left joke was a 2 out of 10 according to chat. What do you think about the spider kit?
Yeah, that one's infinitely better. I'm be honest, I still don't fully.
So 4 out of 10.
I think the Tinder joke, I guess, is that the voltometer or whatever looks like a phone. Is that the bit?
The fact that we had to go that deep into it to figure it out is a terrible joke.
Yeah, I guess so. Sorry, I hate to break it to you, but they don't always land.
As we do see Silent, though, with the op really doing some nice work here over at A, and Ely has slipped into B, so again, they get themselves an early advantage in a round from the Terra side. Now, last time, Luminosity still made the retake happen. They weren't able to fully capitalize on the advantage they had earned in the early parts of the round, but here they have an even bigger one. They're up 2 men this time in the 4-on-2, as we do see them posturing up over on the B side of the map.
Yeah, Bolt's certainly aware of it. Not really waiting for his teammate to join him. He's actually just going to be pushing up to site to play a little more aggressively. He could line him up 30 bullets. Is plenty to get it done. He's able to get one with the rifle and one with the nade.
Right on here, so it's going to be up to Bolton Fallen still, but they're finding the frags anyway. Man. I can't even believe Method keep losing these rounds. Like 4-on-2 that round, still couldn't come up with it. Some great stuff from Fallen, of course, with the op per usual, but yeah.
Yeah, Silent got a little screwed there because he was getting ready to work with his teammate, and his op actually just poked out a little too far. So even though his model wasn't Fallen, knew that he was there and was able to pre-fire the angle, get that easy frag on the cat, and that 2-on-1 executed well, just trying to put 2 crosshairs on that one terrorist. They did just that. They're going to be showing some interest towards the fountain, but Fallen similarly expressing interest.
Finally, Silent puts them to rest, but Fallen has just been an absolute terror this series, and he's been like that for quite some time since he took up that role. He's been quite good, especially within, you know, regional league play and tournament play. And Bolts will find Silent, so Toy now left all alone in a 1v3. Again, the LMS here. So far, he has yet to pull off the big clutch, but we'll see if he can fare any better this time. Fur gonna be up close inside the bathroom. He will peek out, but Fur spotting a shadow, able to get the pre-fire in and catch him as he came around the corner for the headshot. So Luminosity now up 11-1. And I just can't see Method getting any rounds at this point, man. Like, even when they're getting early picks and they're up 4-on-2 or 3-on-2 or what have you, they can't close out rounds.
Yeah, and Luminosity is the kind of team where if you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile, and that's it. Method is doing a good job or a decent job at times of getting those early frags, getting a man advantage, and then in those round plant or post plant situations, they'll just make a slight mistake or give one of the Luminosity players just a little bit of elbow room, breathing room to play with, and that's all they need. They'll turn that into 2 or 3 frags sometimes, as this round is just collapsing for Method.
Yeah, Method pretty much taking a save this round just to make sure they could get, you know, all that they wanted in the next, but that means that they're going to concede a 12th round to Luminosity here. It's starting to get to a point where I know this map is quite CT-sided. In fact, outside of Inferno, it probably is the most CT-sided map in the rotation. I think that's kind of the pecking order as far as map bias goes.
Yeah, probably. Now that nuke's
but
dead
it's not.
forever.
But even with that, you can't give up 12. No, I don't even think Train's as CT-sided as Overpass is. Well,
Train's just hard. Train, I think, is just the hardest map. I was playing that yesterday.
I actually don't know now. Now that I think about it, I don't even know. I think I'd still stick with Inferno the most. I think Inferno's still #1 though, right? As far as
such tight choke points.
Yeah,
that's a tough one as well.
But Train and Overpass fighting for #2, that'd be an interesting debate actually to have with some players to see what they think. Maybe it is Train, but we are going to see Method getting an opening pick. So we've seen this story before this half, but they've yet to really be able to to, you know, knock it all the way out the park. I mean, they've had a couple of nice shots at it, but they've yet to close out a round. And this is another opportunity for it. But Steel coming over the smoke, really well done there on top of the sandbags. And then Fallen finds a long B pick. And now it's just once again Method after an opening pick just falling apart because Luminosity's always making a play. When they go a man down, they're making a play somewhere to even it back up. And Method's never really been able to respond to that, it seems.
Yeah, along with that, Luminosity's just also been suffocating Method's ability to make individual plays. I feel like we're seeing constantly the Luminosity gaming players, as I said, get that elbow room, make a play, make a 2K, 3K happen to win a disadvantage or disadvantageous round. And you don't really see that from Method. The only individual play that really sticks out in my mind was that one round that they won was Ely getting the opening frag and then ripping Fallen through a wall. And he really set up his team for success from that point forward. And I can't think of any round.
I think at this point you just need to hammer something. Like Toy needs to stop lurking around. They just need to hit something together with him as a part of the hit.
Use their numbers as their strong suit. But yeah, I mean, I don't. No one has made a huge individual play for Method this game. That's it. They just haven't. They've been getting individual frags at varying times all over the place, and it just has never been at the same time. No one's really just gone off in that way that they've needed to. No one's had that X factor.
I mean, I just seen Toy in way too many 1v4, 1v5 situations. It's just at this point, when you're this far down, you just got to hammer something together. I feel like it's at least
die for the cause.
But Toy does get out pretty early here on the stairs, gets a couple of kills, but then here comes Cold responding with one of his own. And so it was a 5-on-3, and now it has quickly turned back into a 3v4. Still a man advantage here for Method, but if history repeats itself, they still might wind up dropping this round despite having the early man advantage. Just time and time again, they've really failed to live up to expectations and shut out a round where they've had the lead in it, as they are once again trying to pour out of long A. They've done some damage to it. They've also taken a lot, and so now it's even back up. 3-on-3. Bomb is down, but there's a flank coming in, and bolts through the smoke will find one. Cold chiming in, and now it's all up to Silent. 1v3. He finds one. He's looking for more. He knows Teal's inside the site, but he's getting pushed now as well, and he misses the shot. Cold does not, and it's 14-1. I guess Steel really wanted this to fuse.
That's stats right there.
It is.
That TK, that doesn't reflect in the stats nearly as much as the bomb defuse. Totally worth.
Totes worth, as it is 14-1, so quite the half for Luminosity, and a tough time for Method. They had so many rounds where they were up 1 or 2 men, and it just didn't matter. Like someone from Luminosity was stepping up and evening the odds pretty quickly.
Yeah, and this is also something that, not necessarily 14-1, but this is something I was expecting from Luminosity on Dust 2 as well. I thought they would come out and put together a much stronger showing, and it kind of sucks watching Method have a really good first game, a really promising first game on the other team's map choice, and then to come onto their own and just to get worked so badly. I mean, from a pure entertainment standpoint, it just that sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I think they would have been. Like, Overpass was just not the pick to make.
No, especially when they had the option of Inferno.
I think they had the option.
I think that could have been.
Well, they banned Cobble and Train was like the key points, and then Luminosity banned Cash and Mirage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Method wanted to play Cash, obviously, but it was gone. I thought Dust 2 was reasonable at to take it to him on, but they didn't. And now that they've been stuck on Overpass because they didn't want to play, Train or Cobble. So that's certainly a tough deal here as Luminosity will smoke themselves into the B-bomb site here. An entry bomb by Fallen as well and Bolt. So it's not looking good here. We could just see Luminosity shut Method completely out of the game. It's going to be up to Toy again here.
LMS.
And a 1vx to see if he can't pull it off. Does get spotted out there from Long B. And I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, I am not either. But it is, as I said, Counter-Strike, so crazy things can happen. Steel Down, not giving Toy any opportunities even, and when he gives him a kind of opportunity, he just teases him by throwing that Glock right around the corner. Great use of the model there from Steel to bully Toy around, and that's a 15th round for Luminosity. They're gonna have a huge firepower advantage going into this round, and they have the game sewed up at this point.
They have 2 auto shotguns.
They're here to frag.
I mean, a lot of pellets or bullets or whatever coming out at once very rapidly.
Hey,
So.
if you're a fragger, you buy the auto shotgun. That's just how it goes.
It could be all over here and now. Let's Method come up huge, but they do get the opening pick, but well, there comes the auto shotgun and the Gleo. They keep trading back and forth here, but it does wind up being Luminosity out a man ahead. But now they're out even further as Toy is again left all alone with the Deagle. Trying to see if he can make the miracle happen, but not going to be the case. Luminosity close out this game with ease, despite having a little bit of trouble on Dust 2. That's all but the case in Overpass as they breeze through to win the series 2-0 tonight. And yeah, there you have it. It is a victory for Luminosity.
Yeah, I think they looked unbelievable. Really well put together on Overpass, as always. I think Dust 2 left some to be desired, but at the end of the day, Luminosity's picking up wins, and wins are so important. You saw the tweet that we were talking about it before, the Lord of the Ties, Counter Logic Gaming, so low in the standings despite playing a bunch of really good games, simply because all they can do is tie. They're taking all these games that they should be winning and just coming short. And they haven't really been in any danger of losing, but just can't lock up those wins. And conversely, Luminosity picking up wins against teams that they should be, and I don't have the
Yeah, hopefully we can get the
standings
up
in
here
front
a
of me.
Yeah, we'll take a look at them here in a second, but just to your point, like a lot of wins coming out from Luminosity here. There you can see it. We do see Luminosity with 2 wins and 2 ties for 6 points. Liquid has only played 4 games, so they are 3-1, however. And I guess like we're still waiting for that win to go through for Luminosity, so they should move up to actually 8 points and be second place now after that win against Method. And of course, the favorites to make it through here are teams like Luminosity, Liquid, and CLG. That's probably the top 3 teams in NA right now that are in this league, at least. And so far, CLG, yeah, they certainly had a rough start with 5 ties, especially since some of their ties have been the teams that you would think they should beat.
Yeah.
They haven't like gotten an upset loss or anything like that. But they have lost some matches to some teams you would think they should be able to take care of, no problem. But they're of course still in the hunt since they don't have any losses with 5 ties. I mean, Enemy probably out of it at this point. I would say Follow Esports is probably out of it as well. Once you start getting into 3, 4, 5 losses, and you got all these teams that aren't losing at all, that are tying a lot. Like Conquest, 3 wins and 4 ties. They're actually doing pretty decent. Like they're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and they were actually
forward.
one of my favorite teams to watch when they were at the CEVO last time. So I'm excited to see them potentially making a return if they're able to keep this up. But there's still plenty of season left.
Yeah, I mean, Rix and Shazam certainly had a good showing at the last CEVO finals against teams like Navi and Virtus Pro. They even took a map off of Navi and played them close on a couple of others and challenged Virtus Pro even pretty well on cash and that. So definitely cool to see them contending with teams like Liquid, Luminosity, and CLG for a spot. Even Coast hasn't been too bad on their start either. 2 wins and 3 ties, not too shabby either. It's really only been teams like Complexity and Enemy and Follow Esports who have really gotten off to a rough start. And they need to recover in a big way with some wins to have any type of chance going on going forward. But we are done for tonight, but we do have some more matches going on for you tomorrow. So just want to give you a little bit of information about that so you can catch some more Counter-Strike here, as I don't think anything's going on tomorrow for Europe, but for North America tomorrow, we are going to, in fact, have for you a couple of games starting at 8 p.m. Eastern time, just like we started tonight. So be sure to bookmark this channel as we do commentate games here for EUNA for the Pro League every day, Sunday through Thursday, even occasionally some weekend events that we do, like the iBuy Power Invitational this past weekend. We'll have some other events coming up soon as well. So if you want your daily fix of top-level Counter-Strike, then definitely check out this channel on a regular basis. You also give some follows over to the people that were working today. Give a follow over to Latorr at Latorr Yo with 2 R's.
Nailed it. Yeah, Latorryo.
You can also give a follow to me over at Dust Moret. And then, of course, you can follow our producer, Helium Umbrella, at, well, Helium Umbrella. Also, give a follow over to Tabson. I'm not sure what his Twitter is.
Who? Never heard of him.
I think it's like Twitter, Tabson or something like that. I don't know.
Look him up. If you're not following Tabson, you should be following him anyway.
He doesn't even have a Twitter.
one.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Well, don't
Wasn't
follow
ready
him
for that.
then. Yeah, I wasn't either. People, what if people were just like searching for Tabsman on Twitter and they just couldn't find him? But either way, a big shout out to him. You know, being a pro player and all from Europe, staying up way late.
He did an awesome job with the camera.
Yeah, it's always cool to have people who know Counter-Strike very well to be able to, work with us on the camera. So shout out to Tabson again from Penta Esports for the help there.